What's up, YouTube? What's up, sports fans? It's Billy B, back with
Sean Patrick.
and together we make
Team Taken.
So for this video, we're going to give you our top 5 players for the NBA season, and Sean Patrick's going to give you his top 5 players right now.
Alright, so my top 5 players. First, let's start off with my player that was on the cuff. He was just on the fringe. He didn't quite make it in my top 5. Dwyane Wade, as Chris Broussard would say. Dwayne is one of the best players in the league. We all know that. But he also plays with LeBron James and Chris Bosh. Tough to put him in the top 5 there. I felt like he's lost some explosiveness since he injured his leg a couple years back. Still a top player, though. Still a great player. Could have easily squeezed into the top 5. It's a really tough competition. Number 5, Chris Paul. He could take over a game. He's one of the best scoring guards in the league. I believe he also averaged over 10 assists last year, as well as like 20-some points. Or maybe it was a little less than that, but it was somewhere around those numbers. And that's pretty good. Number 4, Dwight Howard. I mean, you can't take away the fact that in this league today, centers are a commodity. There's not that many good ones. You've got Andrew Bynum and Dwight Howard, who are both involved in a swap. They're 2 of your top guys out there. Other than that, the pool isn't very strong. I mean, so Dwight Howard stands out because he is one of the few elite centers in this league. Number 3 is Kobe Bryant, Dwight Howard's new teammate. Now, of course, Kobe Bryant is always going to be on this list until he proves that he shouldn't be. He's getting older. I believe he's 33, 34 years old, coming off a lot of injuries. Is he slowing down? Is he not? He looked to be slowing down to me in the playoffs last year, but he also had a lot of the load to carry on that team. With Dwight Howard and Steve Nash in the mix now, as well as Antoine Jamison for the sixth man, look for Kobe to rebound this year. And not that he didn't have a good year last year, but look for him to have an even better year this year and shoot a little better field goal percentage. Number 2 is Kevin Durant. We all know Kevin Durant might be the best scorer in the league. He got the scoring title last year. Granted, he got it last minute off Kobe. But Kevin Durant can flat out score. He's on an up-and-coming team. Of course, the Thunder are peaking, probably at their peak at this point. So Kevin Durant's number 2. Number 1, LeBron James. He dominates every facet of the game. He can pass, he can rebound, he can score. He can do it all. So LeBron James is my number 1. I didn't put him on their last video for last year. And that was really because, let's face it, he wasn't clutch before. Not that he's this big clutch guy now. He's not Kobe Bryant or Michael Jordan, but he's getting there. He's getting a lot better in clutch situations, whereas before, he was awful. So, LeBron James, number 1. All right, so there was my top 5 players for the 2012-2013 NBA season. Billy B is going to give you his.
All right, my players here. My player that is on the fringe just didn't quite make the list. I have Dirk Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki did not have a great year last year, but I have a feeling he's going to be rebounding very well this year. I think he's going to have a great year. He's going to be up to his standard, and he will be close to the top 5 player this year. All right, my number 5 player this year, I have Chris Paul. Chris Paul is a great point guard, could be the top point guard in the league, and most importantly, he is in a contract year, which means he wants that money. He's going to be playing great. He averages a lot of points, a lot of assists a game, so he is my top number 5 player. My number 4 player, Kevin Love. Kevin Love does it all out there. He scores, he rebounds, can even throw in some assists during the game, and he does this on a very bad Minnesota team. He is pretty much that whole team. So Kevin Love is my number 4 player. My number 3 player, Kobe Bryant. As Sean Patrick said, he's going to be on this list till he proves that he cannot be. He is going to be getting help. He has his players now. He said that this is the most talented team he has ever been on as being a part of the Lakers. So we will see how that goes, see if he can get the chemistry going with his new teammates, and we'll see how that goes. Number 2, Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant won the scoring title 3 years in a row now. He's going for his 4th. The guy can just do it all. He just needs to improve his defense. His defense is his only part of his game that he's not great at. He can shoot the 3, he can shoot mid-range, and he can drive to the hole anytime he wants. And he's got a good point guard that can feed him the ball, and this point guard that can take the pressure off him anytime he wants in Russell Westbrook. So, my number 2 player, Kevin Durant. And number 1, of course, LeBron James. LeBron James can also do it all on the court. He can score at any point he wants. He can take over a game. He can put 40 points whenever he wants. But then again, he has LeBron James and Chris Bosh on the team. So that is why LeBron James is my number 1 player. So there are my top 5 players. All right, so there was my top 5 players.
So as always, make sure to give us a thumbs up, subscribe, leave your comments below. Let us know your top 5 players. Let us know what you think of our top 5 players. We're sure you're going to give us some love and give us some criticism. We welcome it all. And as always, we will see you next video.